Hey, Chris here from AV.technology. I'm here with Tom, CEO of AUDAC. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Pleasure.
So, just describe, I guess in a nutshell, the DNA of AUDAC, where it's come from and where you are now.
So basically, AUDAC has originated from Belgium, but definitely we're growing globally in size, and we're specifically focused on installed sound, and more specifically everywhere where you can create an experience and people can come together. And that we do with a very wide range of products that form a solution in itself, which we kind of call the ecosystem. Within that ecosystem, we have certain products, any product within our ecosystem that has a TCP/IP connection, that becomes the platform. And there you can have control, configuration, and monitoring, all in one single software platform.
Gotcha. So what is the protocol that you're using to glue it all together?
Well, our platform, our software is called AUDAC Touch. And that is basically a development that we've been working on for more than actually a decade, almost 2 decades now, which is based on Angular and which is actually running through all major OS platforms. So Linux, iOS, Mac, so you can run it on your own device, or you can run it on one of our new released touchpads that we have over here, which are again also running on Linux, because we highly believe that in installations it needs to be sustainable. All our products come out of the box with 5 years of warranty, but we believe they should at least last 20 years within the installation.
I see. So what's the network audio protocol? Like, is it running AES67?
Yes, so on the control side, I briefly explained. On the audio side, it's Dante IS67. So basically everything compatible with Dante IS67. And we do that with a range of products. The unique approach to that is that with our network sound solutions, we don't only believe in centralized approach, so with a centralized processor at the heart of it, but also decentralized, so that amplifiers or wall panels, I/O panels, have more functionalities and can do more than ever before. So you don't need a centralized processor anymore, because you have the DSP built in those panels, saving you Dante channels.
Gotcha. So they're mainly active speakers, or are you sort of running them passive and having the amps in the racks?
Yes, so we have the whole lineup actually. Yeah. So yes, going from audio sources, amplifiers, processors, passive loudspeakers, active loudspeakers, which we then call, and we segment them into 3 different types of loudspeakers: public address loudspeakers, premium sound loudspeakers, everything that ranges up to a certain SPL level, for instance with a dome tweeter, and then performance sound loudspeakers, which are obviously everything powered with a compression driver or up to a 12-inch subwoofer and upwards.
Right. So you're identifying, I guess, pinch points, areas of, I guess, frustration for installers, and you're addressing those pinch points with your system. Like, what do you see when you designed this system? What were the key things that you were addressing to make life easier for installers?
That's an excellent question. As historically we're coming from an installer position, we take high regard in this, and that goes from any product that we develop. It is a crucial point, one of our core values also within our product creation cycle, within our organization and in our group. So going from a loudspeaker, what we take care of is the person on the ladder. Is it safe? Does he have its hands available? So all of our connections are done with Waggle, which is snappy, snap them on connection on the front, and also able to rotate and angle the loudspeaker from the front with just one single point of contact, one single screw. Going from the software then, we're looking to actually simplify things, because it's really hard to send somebody over for training for 5 days. So it needs to be intuitive, the user experience needs to be optimal, and we need to have better workflows within our systems. So the new products that we're launching here today, they have all the same workflow as all of our other processors have. So either if you're looking for an entry spec processor, or you're going for a top of the line processor, they all have the same workflow.
if I'm an installer for like most of the projects out there, pubs, restaurants, public spaces, museums or whatever, like I guess I need help to design the audio system. I need help to optimize the DSP, so all of the tuning and delays and whatnot. But then mostly I'm just walking away from that job. Am I like, I don't need to monitor the system so much. Is that sort of the thrust or the focus on the software that you've got, is just kind of allow installers to design and optimize the system, and then, you know, you're basically handing it over from there. Is that true in your experience?
Well, not sure if I get your question correctly, but what we do is we also support that. We have a worldwide partner network in that sense, who actually work with the tender specifications in that sense. So anything that goes from the configuration, as I just mentioned, it needs to be very intuitive, fast to deploy, and copyable, so that you're able to copy those things to the next project. So that's basically the next steps also in our roadmap that we are looking for to further enhance that and actually improve that sense.
Right. So I'm just wondering, with the servicing and the monitoring, so I can tell whether a loudspeaker is malfunctioning or has overheated or something's not functioning. Can I do that through your software platform?
Yeah, so more specifically what we're seeing today in the market is very, very little hardware failure on loudspeakers. To be very frank, actually. We know a little bit the numbers, and they're quite astonishingly low in that sense. So I think for us, it's not only, it should only be a marketing term, but it has to make a lot of sense for people to spend money on these things. What we do highly believe in is monitoring our temperature levels within our products, in our processors, in our amplifiers, to have that information and accessibility. And those functionalities definitely, like push notifications, will come in the future, but less on the actual driver side, because we are seeing that there's very little to no failure rate from our end, at least.
Finally, I guess, coming from the Australian market, how are you winning new clients in those frontier markets and away from your, I guess, sweet spot in Europe? Like, what's winning you new friends in those frontier markets?
Well, I think what I enjoy so much being in this industry, it's both ways. So it's about the people and it is about the technology. So first of all, having the right technology stack, really doing the hard work, investing. So all of our driver developments, they're happening in-house. All of our full R&D scope. So we have a team of 50 plus. We're constantly working on our product range, working on that. I highly believe that if you have a product, you should want to buy it yourself. So every new release, we're thinking of these small things which seem to get us some traction in that sense. And the sound experience is obviously a big important factor for us. In another sense, we hope to believe that we listen a lot to the market. It's not about being the biggest for us, but it is about having the biggest impact and having a proper collaboration over the years. So even in Australia, we're so fortunate to have so many partners with us for such a long time and actually build the relationship and increase the business together. So it's more like a long-term strategy that we're working on rather than a quick gain and win in that sense.
That's good. Thanks, Tom, for your time. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.